shirt is wrinkled as heck. Oh, hey! Welcome to my channel. I am just Shawnee. As you see, I'm just chilling with my hair up. I listen and I do judge because today we're doing TikTok worst dates. You asked for this, so this is what you're gonna get, you guys. I'm so excited about this because I literally throughout the day I listened to what was it, Jody the city girl? Jody the island girl. I listened to all her worst date video blogs, so I'm excited because I was just at the gym listening to that. So we're just going to go and actually react to it. Girl, I was just at the gym and this lady beside me, working out beside me, smelled like a pencil box from last year. It's the night before the first day of school. You open that thing up trying to get your life right. That smell, you're welcome. Like, girl, don't forget to cop your shirts, you guys. Someone had asked me about the book, so what I was doing, I'm doing Ingram Spark now. I just signed up. I need to post a video, post my book right after I make this video. I'm gonna try to be productive. I'm gonna try to go ahead and do my taxes and everything else. So I'm gonna let you guys know. You let me know if you want an update about that. You let me know. Make sure you like this video, hit subscribe, and ring the bell so you'll be notified every time I post a new video. Lego.
The person you're dating could really be your biggest hater. Have you ever had somebody say something so fucked up to you that no matter how much time has passed, you cannot forget it? Like, it'll randomly pop up in your head and you'll be like, damn, I can't believe that person really said that to me. Yeah. So a few years ago, I was dating this woman and she was one of those people that just could never have a good day. Like, we would check on each other like every day and ask like, how you feeling? And every time I asked, she would say either she's all right or okay. It will never be good. Her response was never good. And me, on the other hand, I'm typically a happy person, very optimistic, always in a good mood. So my answer is always good or great. But hers was always the opposite every single time. I literally can't even recall one instance where she told me she had a good day. So anyway, this one day, I think we got into it about something, probably something minor. It was probably me either expressing my feelings or her having her daily attitude because her attitude was fucked up. And this girl had the audacity to say to me, "You're not as aligned as you think you are." And I really don't know where it came from because I'm never trying to portray myself as this perfect person. You know, we all have our flaws, but I am a kind person when I'm dealing with somebody. I know how to treat somebody when I'm dealing with them. I know how to treat people in general. I move with kindness anyway, but when I'm dealing with somebody, you're going to get the best parts of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know how to date somebody. I know how to pour into somebody, whether it's relationship, situation, whatever. I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. So for you to say I'm not as aligned, I never said I was. Do you think I'm aligned and you're mad about it? Like, what's really going on? What was the point of that? Like, what did you expect the outcome to be? Like, were you trying to, like, make me feel less than, make me feel small? Were you trying to humble me? Like, what was the end goal for you telling me something like that as a person that you're dealing with? Like, she would just always say little stuff to hurt my feelings. Well, not even little, because it's big to me. It was another instance where she said some fucked up shit to me. I can't remember what we got into it about, and it couldn't have been anything big. Like, anytime we got into it, it was because she said something fucked up, because she had an attitude, or I expressed my feelings. Simple. So this one time we was into it about whatever, and I got on her Twitter, and she made a tweet. And the tweet said, "I can't deal with someone who thinks life is all glitter and rainbows. It's real life over here, bitch." I must have spun my hair all the way around and did a fucking 360 because who the fuck are you talking to? Like, who the fuck are you talking to? This was so unwarranted. Like, what will make you say that about me? And again, what is wrong with me being a happy and positive person? Now, granted, she was going through a lot of past trauma and life and, stuff like that. But that is no excuse to talk to me like you was talking to me. Like, that was no excuse to talk to me crazy. Like, because I didn't do nothing to you. I never did anything to this girl for her to talk to me crazy like she was talking to me. Like, you cannot use what you're going through as an excuse to be rude as fuck to somebody. Anybody, for that matter. Especially not the person that you're dealing with. I feel like that was just so crazy. And I really just be thinking back on that shit randomly. Like, damn, I can't believe that girl was really talking to me crazy like that.
Girl, cause like been there. Like, what? She was really wilding out. She really was hating on you. Like, she was envious of something. Like, it'd be people like that. Now, y'all remember I had a girlfriend like that. I was just like, girl, do you want to be me? Like, what's going on? What's going on? You don't want to date me. You want to be me. Okay. Some people, your joy is their misery. It's just what it is. It's just like, wait, what? Like, what's going on? You're upset that I'm happy? Like, I came around and I'm happy. Like, I get that a lot because I'm usually a naturally happy person. It be like that. People be like, oh, I feel the presence when you're not in a good mood. And it's just like, it be like that. And it's crazy because I deal with people like this all the time in my life. That in my present life, my daily life is just like, they just mean. They just mean, but they mask it as honesty. And it's just like, no, bitch, honestly, you're me. Like, so I completely understand where she's coming from, and it's not a good look. It's not fun. You don't want to be with somebody who's a hater, like you're actually sleeping with the enemy. Nah, that's not even cute. Like, what? No. So yeah, totally feel that. I'm glad she clocked it, because I've been there when somebody said something to me years ago and I still remember it. It's still living rent free. They got some roommates all up in there actually subleasing my mind. Like, been there, done that.
I had this hookup with a guy. I told him, hey, let's just make out. Like, this is going to be our first time hooking up. Let's just make out, get to know each other's bodies. Let's do that. He's like, no. Let's go all the way. I'm like, okay, sure. So I prepped for him. He had alcohol the same day that we were supposed to hook up, right? He couldn't get it up. He couldn't get it up. There's nothing wrong with making out. Making out is top tier. Making out is God. Making out, feeling each other's bodies is fantastic. Sometimes even better than sex. And you had me prep. And then you couldn't get it up. And then on top of that, he was a bad kisser. He was a bad kisser. And his mouth tasted like whiskey, which is normally fine. Normally fine. Mouthwash and whiskey.
Look here. Look here. Kissing is important. You can tell so much. All you need to know from a kiss, honey. Y'all remember my story times back in the day where I used to do story times? Because I have so many stories, bro. I could go back to doing story times, but y'all really like these reaction videos, which is fine. Completely fine. Because I don't have to be telling my business, but I still be doing that in these reaction videos. But kissing makes, it lets you know. It's like, it's setting you up. It's like the warm up before the game. Like, it's letting you know what's about to go down. So if we wouldn't skip the making out, because it's like you had to make out before spicy time. Like, what do you mean? You're just gonna kiss those lips instead of this lips? Like, no, you had to kiss these lips before you kiss those lips. Like, what do you mean? So yeah, no, we wouldn't skip that. I'm sorry for you, friend, because I would not have continued if I kissed a girl and I didn't like it. I wouldn't be kissing no kitty. So I don't know what you're talking about, friend. I'm sorry you experienced that. And it threw me off that his blonde was on this side instead of right there. Oh, it was blonde, and I understand what he was doing because his blonde was on the side, so it was like a slash. But if it was straight down the blonde, oh, honey, low key like how? Oh, it's low key like my hair. Twins.
I just got back from a date, so let's talk about what the dating market looks like here in 2025, okay? So for backstory, basically we met on a dating app and we just were talking and we FaceTimed a couple of times and he seemed really into me. In the way that I would say stuff and I'd be, talking and he's just like, oh no, you're so pretty. I'm like, okay, great. I'm continuing talking. Oh, you're so pretty, you're so pretty. I'm like, okay. Are you gonna talk back to me? Like, are you gonna talk? It's been like 2 weeks that we've been talking and he still hasn't asked to see me. So, he's just like, oh, I like you so much. I'm like, okay, then when are you gonna come see me? Like, and he mentions that he lives up in this area. And I said, oh my God, I'm in this area at this time. Do you wanna hang out like after I get my errands done? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, cool. So we have very rough ideas of a plan. And I'm just like, I'm telling him like, okay, I need an actual idea of what the plan is. And then before the plan is set into place, he's like, oh, I can't do it. I'm like, okay, that sucks. Like, I really thought they were gonna do this, but whatever. So I'm kind of like pissed off, but it's out of his control. So I'm like, okay, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Again, he's not really into me, I'm not really into him. We both kind of know it at this point. And strictly for context, I just do want to mention that on the 1 to 10 scale, he was probably about 2 points lower than me. Nothing wrong with that. I just think that I'm very pretty. So then after that, we didn't talk for like 2 days. But then I was out and about and I was like, I texted him because I was free that. And I was like, dang, I really want to do something. So I texted him, I was like, hey, what are you doing this afternoon? He says, nothing. I said, okay, cool, let's go hang out. And he's like, okay, sure. I'm gonna need to take a little time. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I can wait for you, sure, whatever. Like, I sprung this on you, let's just wait. So I'm like, okay, let's meet here, and like, okay, the plans. And then lo and behold, he's just like, oh, wait, I can't. And I said, right, okay. So I'm texting him that night, and I'm just like, hey, I'm kind of pissed that this happened. Like, we've kind of like had plans, and you've canceled on me twice now, and you're really just not, seems like you're not making effort to see me. So it's just like, hey, if you don't like me, that's completely cool. And he's like, no, please, I really want to, like, okay, fine. Here's plans, let's do this, okay? And I'm like, okay, cool, like, just take, like, the train down to this, I'll meet you at this station, and we can go hang out. And he's like, yeah, no, for sure, at this time, like, okay, perfect. And for the sake of the story, we were supposed to meet at the station, at the bus station, at 4:30, okay? Next day comes around, and I'm like, okay, I'm excited to do this, I want to go out. I pack little fruits, fresh fruits and little crackers and stuff, and I'm like, okay, and I make a little picnic, and I even have this damn, like, picnic blanket thing, okay? And I do that, I work from home, so I'm on my break at work doing this stuff, okay? By the way, we agreed on the bus station because I know the transits, and I'm like, okay, this would make most sense for you, especially in, like, it's gonna be rush hour, it's gonna be more convenient for you. He texts me and he's just like, okay, are we still on for today? I'm like, yeah, I'm so excited for this. Let's go. And then he's like, oh, I just got a flat tire. And I just have this gut feeling that that's just not what happens. And so I said, again, me being an antagonist and a little bit of a bitch, I say me when I lie. Just like casually. He's like, no, he sends me a picture. And I'm like, okay, sure. If he sends me a picture, it could have been a picture on file. But it could not have been, okay? Completely honest. So he's just like, dang, that's probably gonna put me a half hour late. I'm like, okay, so our original time was, 4:30. It's gonna be around like 5 now. I'm like, okay. But I'm also like, okay, I thought you were taking the bus. Like, why are you driving? He's like, oh no, I just decided to do this. I'm like, well, I think it'll be better for you, like, parking-wise and, like, time-wise. And he's like, well, I looked at the stuff. It's gonna take me a long time, wait for the bus. I'm like, well, you could have looked at the bus schedule and gotten there so you could get there on time, but whatever. I mean, I would do that, but I guess you wouldn't. So our original time to meet up was like 4:30, and now it's looking more towards 5. So, a couple, I have to walk to the place. So around like 5:40-ish, or no, 4:40-ish, I head out and I start walking there, okay? I'm at the location. It's 5, and he texts me, I'm 2 miles away, but it says 20 minutes. And I'm like, oh my God. Okay, great. So I'm out here twiddling my fucking thumbs. Okay, whatever. Sure. Did I not tell you that the traffic was gonna be bad, therefore to take the bus? But whatever, we can look past that, okay? I didn't say that on the text, but I'm thinking that in my head because it's almost like I plan ahead and I think of these things. Maybe it's not the best idea to drive during rush hour to a really busy place that also does not have guaranteed parking. You're gonna have to spend time looking for parking anyway, but whatever. What the fuck do I know? So 20 minutes after that, I'm still waiting for him, okay? It's 5:20-ish now. Our original time was 4:30, okay? So that's 5:20. No text. 5:25, no text. 5:30, no text. 5:35, he texted me, he said, okay, just parked. It's been an hour since our original time, okay? I've been there for like probably about 45-ish minutes then, okay? Takes about a 5-minute walk. Who knows? Again, he might have had to spend time looking for parking like I originally told him, and why I told him to take the bus, trying to save him money because you might have to pay for parking too, but whatever. By the way, I planned a cheap date too. He's not gonna have to pay anything. He didn't plan anything. I planned everything. I took my food and I packed it up in this little thing, whatever. And by the time he parks and he gets to me, it's 5:45. I've been there for an hour. And he sits down and I'm just like, I got here an hour ago. I'm just kind of talking to him. I'm just like, I did this oh, look at these cute little snacks I packed. And he said, oh, I said, we're not gonna have them, okay? I said, look at this cute little picnic blanket I got. I have to use it as a blanket around my shoulders because the sun has set and now I'm cold because I wasn't expecting to be out this time, okay? So after saying, hey, I've been waiting here for an hour, I was ready 2 hours ago, by the way. Like, while I was working, I was thinking about this, okay? I've been sitting here, you know, and so I said, well, I'm gonna leave. And I got up and I left. And before I left, I patted him on the shoulder. I said, you know what? Next time, show up on time. And I'm not going to talk to him again because he didn't like me. I didn't really like him. He just wanted to use me. And I know that, but I'm like, if you're going to use me, put in some more fucking effort, okay? Like, damn. So, where the fuck did I go wrong, by the way? Constructive criticism, please. Where could I have improved after I asked him? I also co-planned the date. I fucking packed a whole snack pack. I have a picnic blanket. I get there on time. Where did I go wrong? Quick question, by the way. Am I fucking crazy? Am I the fucking crazy one? This is why I don't give a fuck about the male loneliness epidemic. Sorry.
Bruh, I feel your pain. I felt it all. Since you asked a question, I have an answer for you. Where you went wrong is giving a freak, honey. Trying to spare his feelings, honey. People pleasing. Girl, you knew already that it wasn't going to be it. You knew this already. So why did we put in so much effort when we already knew that this wasn't it? That's where you went wrong. Because the moment he didn't cancel twice, oh, you coming to me. Well, I'm already doing something. I'm planning to be here. So I don't have to worry about you. I tell you 4:30, I'll get there at 4:30. I'ma eat. If you show up, you show up. But once I'm done eating, and if you're not still here, I'm not wasting any of my time. I don't know if you heard my song. I'ma link it. Let me charge every female I meet just so she don't waste my time. Should charge every female I meet just so she don't waste my time, honey. Because I'm not doing that. And I love me Charlotte. I love me some Charlotte. And she's always like, when back in the day when she used to go on dates and she felt like it wasn't going to work, she split the bill with people. No. I don't agree with that because you done wasted my time. When you like, wait, what? Like you sold me false promises for me to get here and just be like, what is happening? Like, seriously, look at me. Like, come on, look at me. No, you're paying for my time. I came out and got out my bed, honey. Like, girl, that's where you went wrong. Ain't no freaking way I would have went on this date, did all of it. You did a lot, girl. Nowadays, if somebody wants to go out with me, you have to plan the date. You had to tell me the day, the time. You had to do all the work. I was talking to this girl on this app. And she was like, oh yeah. She was like, all like on me through an app. Like that says a lot. All on me through an app. Was it states away? Cities away. I was just felt suffocated. And she was like a military person. I think she was going into the military. So before she went off to training, is that what it is? Before she went off to training, she had like 2 weeks or something, a week or two, and she was like, we should meet up, you should come see me in this and that in my city. And I was just like, okay, cool. But my thought process is, it's not my city, so that means I'm gonna have to drive. I'm gonna have to drive. That right there is a lot already. Like, I gotta get up out my bed and drive a distance to see you. And I already didn't really, like, I wasn't really feeling it because, again, she's going to the military. Like, we already know that's a red flag right there. Them so crazy folks, honey. Like, love you, thank you so much for your service, but let's be real. Like, let's be honest here. So I was just like, okay, whatever. And she was just like, I was asking her, like, what's there to do there? And she was just like, not really telling me, but, you know, I was just like, well, I'm a simple person. Like, we can just go walk around somewhere, we can go eat. And she was like, yeah, I want to go eat, I want to drink. And I was like, okay, well, I'll take you, I'll pay for it, because she had just graduated the schooling to go to the training. And I think she had failed like twice, I think, her training, or whatever. It was a physical training, but she had failed because it was like an injury or something. And I was like, well, I'll pay for it to celebrate. But however, I've never been to this city before, so I don't know what's in the city. You're gonna have, you know, this is your city. That right there, I felt like I didn't have to say more. It was like, okay, it's your city, I'm going to pay for it. Next text I'm getting is, oh, so yeah, you should plan this. You should plan everything. And I'm just like, what do you mean plan everything? She was like, I want this. I want to eat here. I want it to be a view, this, that. I was just like, what? I gotta do all this work. I just said I was gonna pay for it. And secondly, it's your freaking city. Your city. You said come eat in my, it'd be different if we was eating in my city. Oh, I have places we can eat. I can plan a date. That's completely fine because I know my city. It will make sense. Like, if I'm going to treat you, we'll go to your favorite restaurant since we're in your city. Maybe it makes it. Maybe it doesn't make sense. Y'all comment below. Maybe it don't make sense. But yeah, like I said, that's where she messed up. When you know that, hey, I'm not feeling this person, and then they make you do work. It's like, wait a second. Why am I doing the work? Yeah, needless to say, I ain't talked to her ever again. After she said I had to plan, I was like, girl, bye. Let's just be real right now. Like, no, I'm not that into you. So yeah, but thank you guys for watching. Make sure you follow all the creators. Link is in the description. Names are twice in this video, so there's no excuse, you guys. Go follow these creators, show them, give them love, and subscribe.